The morning sun had just appeared over Hangzhou City, emitting golden rays that gently swept over the foliage of the city park. In the middle of the morning silence filled only by the sound of birds and the breeze, two figures seemed to penetrate the still deserted jogging track. Both wore simple sportswear long-sleeved t-shirts and black training pants, but their aura was impossible to confuse. It was Dilraba Dilmurat, a beautiful actress with an elegant aura that never fades even without makeup, and next to her was Yang Yang, a man with calm good looks who had hypnotized many fans through his romantic roles. That morning, however, they were not big stars. They were just two people who seemed very comfortable running side by side, as if time was slowing down to capture the moment. Unplanned meeting. Actually, they weren't planning on doing sports together. Dilraba, who is taking a break from filming, chose jogging as a way to calm her mind. Yang Yang, who happens to be in the same city for the promotion of his latest project, also has a habit of jogging early in the morning. No one expected that their steps would meet on the path of the park. They turned to each other. A moment of silence. "You?" Dilraba asked with a small smile, his breathing still regular even though it was clear he had just completed a few laps. Yang Yang laughed softly, nodding. "Of all places. It turns out we met here. Run together, same beat." Needless to say, they continued to jog together. The silence between them is not out of awkwardness, but out of familiarity that does not require pleasantries. "It's been a long time since I've played sports together," muttered Yang Yang between breaths. "Since the promotion you are my glory, right?" Dilraba replied while taking a deep breath. "I miss that feeling," he said honestly. His soft voice sounded deeper amid the calm of the morning. They stopped for a moment under a big tree. Sweat was pouring down their temples, but there was no fatigue in their eyes. There was only mutual comfort, warmth, and something that cannot be described in words. Caught on camera, excited fans. Not far from them, a fan who was cycling in the morning accidentally photographed the moment. He even recorded a few seconds when Dilraba and Yang Yang chuckled as they sipped water from each other's bottles. The video was eventually uploaded to social media with the caption, "Okay, I just saw Dilraba and Yang jogging together. In the park. Without bodyguards. This is not a shoot. It's real." In a short time, the video went viral on Weibo and TikTok. Hashtags like hashtag Yang Yang Dilraba jogging, hashtag real life couple vibes, and hashtag Olaroga bearing gak main topped the trending list. Fans began to speculate. Are they just best friends? Is this a sign of a closer relationship? We're caught. That same day, both managers began to panic. "You know you're trending, right?" asked assistant Dilraba while showing the mobile phone. Dilraba sighed, then smiled. "What's wrong with hanging out with old friends?" The Yang Yang who was sitting next to him just looked at him with an amused expression. "If I, anyway, don't feel wrong," he said in an ambiguous tone. Dilraba turned to him, looking deeply. That gaze was full of meaning, full of history, and perhaps a hope that had never really been extinguished since they first met. Memories that secretly live. After the viral incident, the two returned to their respective filming routines. But every time he saw a treadmill or heard the sound of footsteps in the morning, Dilraba smiled to himself. There was a strange but sweet feeling in his chest. Memories are alive, as if demanding more space. Midnight chat. Between busy schedules, they began to send messages frequently. Yang Yang. "Tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock the same park." Dilraba. "If you bring coffee, I agree." Their conversation was light but deep. There are no words of love, but they all point to one thing. They want to be present with each other. Fans are aware of the pattern. After 3 times being caught jogging in different locations, fans began to match the time. One of the fan bases made a timeline chart. Every Dilraba and who are in the same city, there must be a sports photo or random cafe that appears. This can't be coincidence. The agency began to act. There is no special relationship. They're just old friends. Official statements from their agency as always. Classic and diplomatic. But for fans, feelings can't lie. If they're just friends, Why is their gaze so warm? They are more than just colleagues. We can see it. Training in a closed studio. To maintain privacy, Dilraba and Yang Yang started choosing a closed gym studio. But it turns out, their chemistry is getting unstoppable. The coach even said, "I rarely see a couple laughing during a yoga session." Small moments captured. One of the staff leaked the CCTV footage. Yang Yang put a hair tie on Dilraba, who was loose during training. The moment spread to online forums, and comments boomed. If it's acting, give them a lifetime award. It's not acting, it's pure attention. Dilraba begins to doubt. Are we too close? Asked Dilraba one night via call. The one who was silent for a long time before replied, "I don't feel that way. I was just thinking, why are we so close now?" Unexpected invitation. In a live streaming sports program, Yang Yang spontaneously mentioned Dilraba's name when asked who was the ideal partner for the couple gym challenge. Dilraba. "She's resilient," he said, leaving the entire studio speechless, then broke out in laughter. Emotional scented birthday gift. Dilraba's birthday. He received a pair of custom running shoes with the initials YY Doctor. "I don't know who it is, but everyone knows it." Even her stylist commented on the post. The right gift for the right couple. The press invaded. The tabloids are trying to catch up with them. Some journalists even snuck into the luxurious gym and managed to photograph the moment when Yang Yang helped Dilraba tighten his boxing gloves. The headline appears: "Sport or dating?" Yang Yang and Dilraba no longer hide the relationship. Manager confrontation. Dilraba's manager cornered him. "You know what the risk is if this rumor proves to be true?" Dilraba only replied slowly, "All I think about is, who will still be there when I'm tired?" And so far, the one who is always present. Meaningful silence. After several days without contact, Yang Yang suddenly appeared in front of Dilraba's training ground. He just stood still, looking at her. "Want to exercise?" asked Dilraba. "The one who smiles. If I'm with you, yes." Viral Q&A videos. In the online event, Dilraba was asked to name one person who made him motivated by sports. He smiled and said, "A friend who never tires of walking beside me, no matter how hard the world presses." Hugs at the edge of the field. After a strenuous afternoon running session, Dilraba ran out of energy and sat limp. Yang Yang approached, opened a drinking bottle for him, and wordlessly hugged him from the side. Someone took a picture of him. And again, the virtual world is in uproar. Finally talk. In an exclusive interview, Yang Yang was asked about the rumors with Dilraba. He didn't run away, he just said, "Sometimes, the closest people aren't the ones who talk the most. But most know when to run beside you. In silence, in sweat, and in faithful." That's not a direct confession. But everyone knows. He does not deny. And that's more than enough. Last jog before separate filming. The last day before the two were filming in different locations. They returned to the same park as at the beginning of the story. They run slowly. Not much to say. Only the sound of the footsteps of the two of them. And the wind knew everything. Before parting, Dilraba stopped and said, "We started from jogging, and ended with this." The one who looked at him. "We are not finished. We're just changing lanes. But still in the same direction." They smile, nod to each other, then turn around, carrying all those memories and hopes in a beautiful silence.